A young man pours every ounce of his energy into his work. He shows up early, stays late, and executes his tasks with precision. Yet his daily routine yields zero visible progress. This graph tracks his trajectory over time. The rising line represents continuous daily effort. Beneath it, the visible yield remains flat at zero, month after month, year after year. The gap between input and output continues to widen. Maintaining this level of effort without feedback takes a heavy psychological toll. He eventually concludes that his lack of results is proof of a lack of potential. Human psychology relies on immediate feedback to measure value. Without it, prolonged effort is indistinguishable from failure. A mentor intervenes and pulls the young man away from his immediate environment of failure to offer a broader perspective. He leads him to a quiet field at dusk. Pointing to an empty patch of dirt, he introduces a biological model with a different set of rules, the Chinese bamboo tree. This seed requires absolute consistency. It must be watered and nurtured every single day without exception. Certain natural systems operate on feedback loops that defy human expectation. They demand a level of patience that conflicts with the desire for instant gratification. During the first year, you provide daily maintenance. In return, the soil offers zero external change. In years 2 and 3, the psychological friction increases. The inputs remain constant, that visual confirmation remains non-existent. Rain and snow pass over this barren patch for 4 full years. The volume of invested time makes the lack of biological output mathematically illogical. The young man questions the utility of a system that demands everything and returns nothing. Long-term commitment requires the ability to function without the safety net of validation. In the 5th year, a chronological anomaly occurs that shatters the young man's framework of success. The bamboo shoots 80 feet into the air in a few weeks. The mentor asks whether that growth happened in those weeks or across the entire half-decade. While the surface remained bare, a cross-section reveals an immense web of roots expanding downward and outward. The plant is engineering the foundation to support a massive, top-heavy load. The root system must handle immense weight before the first shoot breaks the surface. Subterranean architecture dictates that upward movement is delayed until the foundation can support the mass. When the subterranean roots reach critical mass, the plant reallocates its energy toward upward momentum. A thick shoot ripping through the topsoil achieves 80 feet of vertical growth in just a few weeks. The velocity of the final stage stands in contrast to the silent slowness of the 5-year preparation phase. Overnight success is an illusion. It is the sudden, visible manifestation of years of invisible, compounding effort. The mentor applies this biological blueprint to the young man's professional struggles. The agonizing timeline without results represents the active construction of an internal root system. The acquisition of skills and resilience happens in the dark, long before the world acknowledges it. Once the internal foundation is deep enough, the subsequent rise is unshakable. True greatness cannot be rushed. The height of the eventual rise is strictly dictated by the depth of the unseen foundation.